Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely, and let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, who for the sake of the joy that was set before him endured the cross, disregarding its shame, and has taken his seat at the right hand of the throne of God. Hey, good morning. This is Pastor Steve, and I'm so glad that you've taken time to join us for our devotional on this Friday, November the 5th. What I've read to you this morning is the first several verses of chapter 12 of Hebrews, which is called a letter, if you will, in the New Testament. It takes its place in the New Testament among the letters of Paul and others, and but it's really a sermon. It's got some characteristics of a letter, but mostly it's a sermon that the preacher preaches to his reader, to his audience. Such a powerful message. And I couldn't help but think of this particular passage this morning, because on this Sunday, we're going to celebrate along in our service All Saints Day. And this is a traditional time at Winfrey where we take a moment to recognize those in our Winfrey family who have gone on before us, who are now seated in the heavenlies with God the Father and Jesus the Son. And in fact, they're in this arena, this cloud of witnesses. And I couldn't help but think of this passage where the preacher, if you will, is saying to us, to his readers, hey, we have this cloud of witnesses that have gone on before us and expressed their faith and lived their faith and testified to their faith. And they're surrounding us, and the image is great. It's like we're in this arena, and there is a race going on. And those in the stands have completed their race and now taking their place in the stands. And they're encouraging us, and the preacher gets such hope and encouragement from that, and enthusiasm. And he says, let us now run our race, keeping our eyes first on the pioneer, Jesus, the pioneer, the founder, the originator, if you will, the leader of faith. First, when it comes to faith's nature and character, is Jesus Christ. And he is also the perfecter of faith, the one who brings faith to its fullness, to its completion there on the cross. And that's what we keep our eyes on when we're running this race. And we've got this cloud of witnesses that are just cheering. You can almost hear them, screaming and hollering and doing the wave and all of these things to encourage us on. And I could not help but think about the Winfrey members who have gone on before us, who lived the faith, whose lives were a testimony to their faith and faith's works, if you will. And the testimony that faith itself is indeed the foundation of hope, that it's that assurance, if you will, that we will experience and receive our hope, our future hope to live in glory with God the Father, because of the race that Jesus ran, and that those who follow Jesus run after him, with him being the view in front of us, always that image of Christ to run and keep us going. And how all of these folks that I've had the pleasure to know here at Winfrey that have gone on before us were such active, faithful witnesses. And they're in that arena right now, along with members of my family and folks that I've known along my way that that also ran this race, this testimony to faith, and they're there, and they're cheering. And what they want is for you and I to be in that race, and not only to be in it, but to run it with endurance to the end, focused on Jesus Christ as our crown and glory. And wow, one of these days, I hope to be in that arena, cheering on those who are still yet to reach there. And wow, that's a stadium I want to be in. That's an arena I want to be in. I want to participate in all the yelling and the encouraging and the cheering and all of the waves that would do for the Christians that are running their race after I've completed mine, as I'm now trying to run and you're trying to run your race with those who have gone on before us, cheering us on. What a great passage this morning in light of our upcoming Winfrey service on Sunday. So I hope that you can be with us in person. If not, I hope you can watch us online. But it's always good to be with you. There's such joy in community. And so look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much for listening to me this morning and following along with me in this passage. And so I just encourage you, along with myself, to stay in the race, to run with endurance, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. Have a great day. Praying for your safety and blessing. I hope to see you soon. Take care.